Hello everyone and welcome to another video. This time I'm going to be showing off the One Piece log pose electronic toy, which is surprisingly one of the few One Piece electronic devices, despite One Piece coming out around about the time where everything had a virtual pet or some form of electronic toy. Now, this is, again, it's modeled after the log pose, which is sort of like a compass map device that they use in the series, and it's, as you can probably tell from the way it looks, this is a much loved electronic. I got it pretty cheap, so I got it without the box and without a manual, and you can see there's one line of pixel damage just horizontally through the top there, but otherwise, you know, beggars can't be choosers. It had some paint on this little dome here, but that was easily taken care of with some eucalyptus oil. So I'm a pretty big fan of this. Again, it didn't come with a manual, so I had to print out one. And if you're wondering why this looks vaguely like a toddler's arts and crafts project, that's because I have the hand-eye coordination of a toddler, but you get the general idea, and it kind of helps me out because there wasn't actually any other videos of this that I could find to assist me in working out how it actually all runs. So thankfully we have the scans from the manual itself, and I was able to print that out. So yeah, I have the manual, and I found out that I was completely playing with it the wrong way. So the way that it works is you kind of get random encounters, kind of like you see in the Digivice pedometer toys and in the Mega Man toys, but instead of using a pedometer, they just kind of pop up every now and then. Honestly, I'm surprised that it hasn't actually gone off while I've been talking, because every other time it's just been going off constantly. So the way you control it is you map out certain parts and certain areas, and you do so by tilting it down, which yes, that should be kind of obvious, but it didn't really come naturally to me at all. I just had to actually read the manual for it. I was kind of like, how do I do anything on this? So you get those random encounters, but you can also practice training in this menu here. Pretty sure I picked the right one anyway. Yes, I did. So it tells you which way to tilt the log pose. And that's basically how you control it. And that's more or less the gameplay there. As you sail in the Going Merry, you fight various opponents from the show, or you meet various characters. And you basically fight just what I'm doing now. You just tilt it a bunch of times and you either hit or miss. And when you do battles, you kind of have to tilt it constantly to one side. It's almost like playing tug of war with the opponent. And these are the different areas which are themed after various characters that the Straw Hat crew fight very early on. So you've got Krieg, you've got Alvida, you've got Buggy, you've got Arlong, you've got basically every character from, I want to say the East Blue, because there's also one of the silhouetted mysterious characters is Captain blank blank blank, and it says it's from the Black Cats, so it's Captain Kuro, I think his name is. I'm a fake fan. So there are various early on characters. As far as I'm aware, they didn't come out with a version 2 of this, which would have been I think the updated one was called the Eternal Pose. which is the one that has the 3 dials, not just the 1 that the log pose has. But yeah, it's fairly fun, but it's fairly simple. It's not a virtual pet by any means, but you know, it's one of, as I mentioned at the start of the video, it's one of the few electronics for the One Piece franchise, which again is fairly surprising. And I couldn't actually find much information about this at all when I was looking into what it actually is and how it actually works. So I don't think it's rare, and I don't think they're expensive at all, because again, this was like, I want to say $10. It's not in the most amazing condition, but it works. And you know, it's got that 1 line of pixel damage just there, which doesn't really hinder any enjoyment or gameplay. It just kind of is there, and I don't even think that it's a full line. It's kind of almost, every so often I feel like I can see a little bit behind it. So it's not like the worst condition I've ever seen something in, and from memory you can get it kind of in box, complete with manual and everything, for like $50. So they're not really rare or hard to come by or anything. It's just that I don't think many people have actually played with them or have them. So I got mine on From Japan. I just typed in, because it's from Japan, you have to type in Japanese, I just typed in log pose, and various came up with different varying states of condition. So again, I went for the cheapest one, so I'm not too mad about its condition. Like, I mean, the paint quality is fine. Like, it's not chipped. I've definitely paid more for worse quality. It's only chipped on the outside there, so I'd say that this is just very well loved. Of course, it's meant to be worn on the wrist, and it just fits on my adult size wrist, so that's fine, I guess. I can imagine it wouldn't fit if I had slightly thicker wrists, but it fits fine. And you're meant to wear it on your wrist, and that's how you kind of play with it. You tilt it back and forth on the wrist there. There is, of course, the attachment at the top, and I don't know why it's not giving me any of those encounters now. I'll be like, oh, it'll definitely go off, and I'll be able to show you the battles, but no, I had to go into that training mode instead. But it's more or less like that. Pretty sure there is an image of the actual battles on the, that's the training. You also set the time, but I don't think the time actually does anything other than it has the time. So yeah, you map out the different areas. Oh, and now we're having the encounter? Yep, we have. So when you get the encounter, you can either go forward or try to evade. And it kind of just makes this fairly annoying tone at you. As far as I'm aware, there's nothing you can really do. That's just it's kind of showing you there. Hey, it's Mihawk! Yay! I'm glad that we got him as an encounter. I'm assuming that looks like Mihawk. Yep, that's Mihawk. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, you kind of have to tilt it back and forth there. Again, it's like tug of war. And it determines... don't think I'm doing too well here. No, I'm not. I'm being attacked by Yoru. And it was a one hit, so I lost. And that's the battle gameplay. So again, that's why I called it tug of war, because you're kind of having to move it against the opponent. I'm glad that we finally got an encounter. And as far as I'm aware, that's kind of the mechanics. So you can either go forward or try to evade, and it says whether you escaped or not. There are various different characters that you can fight. and various characters that you meet, such as, you know, Zeph and Kobe, sort of like the friends, and you recruit them. At the moment I only have Luffy because I've only just started playing, and you get items from winning, which of course I lost because I was against Mihawk, so that kind of makes sense. And yeah, you kind of recruit the other Straw Hats. Again, that's kind of similar to the Digivice toys where you recruit and meet the other Digimon partners. And then you get items which recover things. I'm pretty sure I got a rice ball from that training session earlier. So let's use that. But other than that, it's fairly cute. Again, they're not that hard to come by, at least as of recording this. And you can feed Luffy. So yep, that's the log pose toy. Not super involved, but it's fun enough. And if you like One Piece, you definitely like this because it's kind of like one of those role-playing, quest-based toys. I think I would prefer if it was a pedometer-based one, more like a Digivice, rather than the random encounters that just kind of appear. I mean, there's no real difference, I guess. I mean, you're not walking a boat, you're just boating in a boat, so I guess that's kind of why it's stationary, so it's fine not being a pedometer device. But I like gamified fitness, so that would have been fun. And I do like a wearable. I like how you can set the time and it'd be a watch basically. That's kind of cool. I would like to get other characters other than Luffy. At the moment I only have Luffy, but it is what it is. And I don't think I have any items. I do not. But yeah, that is it for the log pose electronic toy. You can kind of have it as a clock. That's kind of cool, not that you can really see it through that dome or anything, but you get the general idea. So yes, thanks for watching this video. I want to do more One Piece related content, so hopefully this video does well, and if it does, I will do more One Piece stuff. And I just wanted there to be some videos about this electronic, because again, when I looked it up before I had a manual, I was like, oh, easy peasy, I'll just watch some videos that other people have done and I'll learn how to play. But I could not find any. I'm sure there are videos of people playing with these out there, but not easily accessible because I could not find any. So hopefully I have helped somebody out at some point in the future, and if you're that person that I've just helped out, let me know in the comments below, or if you have any questions or comments or whatever, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, apparently it helps boost the algorithm. I don't know the mysteries of the YouTube algorithm. So like this video for more One Piece stuff, but hey, like this video anyway, please. Comment anything that you want to know about this log pose that I didn't cover, or just ask me questions about One Piece, because I do like talking about One Piece. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you have subscribed, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your enemies, and of course, I'll see you next video. Bye!